Hello, and welcome. You are about to enter the Large K Podcast.
What's up, everybody? My name is Kazu, and welcome to Large K Podcast. On this show, I interview bands and artists, and we talk about their music, influence, and how they got to where they're at. I focus each episode on one artist, and for this episode, I talk with Parker Anderson, aka Floods. He's a member of Grn+Gld, an experimental electronic music collective in Long Beach. He's currently working on his new album, and we discussed live shows, artists that he listened to growing up, and how he became a part of Grn+Gld. Parker's sample-heavy production is smooth and very unique. He's very influenced by Flying Lotus and continues to improve his craft and consistently releasing new music every year. Alright, here's my conversation with Floods. Enjoy! Have you been living in Long Beach your whole life?
Dude, this house, whole life.
Whole life, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, like, whenever I, like, stop and think about it, I'm like, damn, like, I've been in the same, like, building, like, sleeping in the same building for, like, 24 years. It's weird, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, and then plus you happen to have your friends here too that you perform with, so it's kind of mystic, right?
Dude, especially because like most of them are moving down here too, because they used to live in Orange County and stuff. So
right, yeah.
So
did you used to go to Grn+Gld shows like over at Costa Mesa?
Yeah. Benny talked to you about the Avalon Bar, right?
Yeah, he did.
I never got to go to that, but after that ended, I kind of got to know him after the Avalon Bar closed. So okay. I was kind of bummed I never got to go there, but yeah.
Oh, okay, so you weren't like initially there at the formation of Grn+Gld, but like you joined kind of afterwards then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Lobo we're the last people that joined.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you liking it?
Dude, it's the best. Like it's really cool. Everyone's so like talented and like we feed off each other really well, and it's just like a great friendship, you know?
Yeah. I could really see that you guys are all really good friends, but also you guys all have pretty different styles, you know, and
oh yeah,
yeah, and ever since like you contacted me, I started listening to a lot of your project, and when I say a lot, you did release quite a bit. It's been out since like 2011.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So
thanks,
you've been doing it pretty consistently, then, like even releasing stuff like more than one project per year. So.
Yeah. I get kind of hectic with it sometimes, but I just feel like I have to like be working, you know.
Yeah.
So it makes it tests your like improvement. You have to really progress, I feel like, to be able to like get to the point you want to be at. That's why I'm like, I just got to make more music. And just get used to trying to get better and stuff, and like get the sound I want. So
yeah, no, definitely. One thing that I've noticed a lot about your sound is a lot of sampling and just kind of mixture of all that, where you add something over it, you know. So whenever I listen to it, you know, it brings me back to listening to bands like the Avalanches. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
I never heard of them.
They do a lot of sampling. Actually, I was about to mention, because I listened to your latest project, End.
Oh yeah.
That was a really cool project. I like how there's like a minute and a half song where it's kind of punk rockish, where it's like, you know, kind of sample of like all these different things. And there's a song called Feel that's on there. That's kind of that's kind of disco-ish, and the Avalanches have those kind of tracks where they sample kind of disco, but like still add beats to it, and yeah, it's really smooth and cool, you know.
Yeah. Oh dang, I gotta check them out.
Yeah, they've been around for a while. They released their first album in 2000, and like it was really widely acclaimed, but they were on hiatus for a while, and then just last year they released a new album, so it's like 16 years apart.
Dude, that's like D'Angelo though.
Yeah, no, and yet, like, no, they're still like doing their best, you know. But I mean, 16 years is kind of that's a long time.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They must have been, I don't know what they were going through, but
yeah, you know, but still, yeah, the talent is still there, so that's like a cool thing. But about your project End, what was the inspiration behind that mixtape in particular?
Well, it's kind of scattered, like the sound and everything, like the genres and like just overall feel of it. And like for the past like 9 months, I've just been like, I mean, like from the influence of like a girl that I was into, and just like overall like life feelings, trying to figure out where I'm like going next, is like after I started, like I sat back and I was like, okay, I'm gonna check out like all these songs, these tracks that I've made, and then I was like, actually, like these all have a different sound, but they go together like emotionally for me. So I was like, I'm just gonna take these 19 ones that really like mean something from the past couple months and put them into a little album.
I see.
So yeah, I don't know. It made sense to me at the time, and I still stick with it. So
no, definitely. Even like the album cover too is like, I couldn't really find it to be like an album cover of a electronic album. I kind of found it to be something more similar to are you familiar with like genres like Midwest emo? It's like bands like American Football.
I was gonna say American Football and stuff.
Yeah. So, you know, just looking at that window, it kind of reminded me of that. The House like album cover, you know. Where it's kind of like, so it's kind of funny that like you say that, you know, it was about a girl. Like I kind of felt that, like I get this very melancholy feeling from like the cover, so like maybe like emotionally you felt that and just kind of put it out.
Oh no, you totally got it. Yeah, because I took that picture also, and then just like edited it into like a filter and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, is it this window or?
No, it's actually I go to Long Beach City College.
Oh, okay.
So there's a window at the gym there.
Yeah.
And like I took a photography class, and I was just, one of the first couple days she was like, just go out and take pictures, and I was like, all right. And like I forgot about all the ones that I took at the beginning of the semester. And then I was like looking through them, and I was like, oh, actually, this is kind of when it started. Like, this would be a perfect picture. This is when I started like working on all these tracks and stuff. So
yeah,
like it had a good meaning for the those tracks too. So
okay,
yeah.
Well, now that it's out there, it feels pretty good, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Every time you put something out, it's pretty relieving, I guess.
Yeah, definitely, man. I wanted to know more about kind of your beginning of like how you got into making music. But before making beats, were you playing any instruments or were you in any bands?
Yeah. I was never in bands. Well, like real bands. I in middle school I would like play guitar with my friend, and we'd have a drummer sometimes, but it was nothing serious.
Yeah.
But like that's kind of where I got the skills to like make music with other people.
Yeah.
And along with my dad, he plays gypsy jazz guitar and bluegrass guitar.
Oh, cool.
So that's what I started out doing, shockingly enough. But it's pretty like bluegrass. Have you ever heard bluegrass before?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like, it's pretty just like simple and like country sounding, you know.
Yeah.
And I did that and played piano and clarinet for a while when I was little, and then I started making music to skate.
Oh, okay.
I like love skateboarding, so
yeah. Would you say like electronic music and skateboarding kind of goes hand in hand?
I guess it depends on the video you're watching.
Yeah.
Cause like, do you know what DGK is?
No, I don't think so.
It's like it's a company called Dirty Ghetto Kids, and like all their stuff is just like rap and trap and stuff.
Yeah.
So, there's some companies like Habitat Videos and Alien Workshop. Like that's when I first started noticing. Like, I was like, that's not a guitar, and that's not like a typical instrument. Like that sounds like a computer.
Yeah.
And then just from there, I just started finding out about different types of music. Pretty much these skate videos, though. They actually have good soundtracks a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
So listening to those probably got you into electronic music then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember one song I've heard. I don't know how I heard it. I can't remember how I heard it, but I remember when I heard it, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like that.
Uh-huh.
And it was this. Have you ever heard of Scuba? He's like.
I think so.
He makes like housey kind of stuff, but. This guy named Jamie Vext did a remix of his song Twitch, and I heard that and I was like, I've never heard something like this before.
Nice, yeah.
And I just like, when luckily we had the internet, so like, I just researched the shit out of all of it.
Yeah.
And that's when I became like obsessed with it.
Yeah, pretty much like exposed to like everything. After
that,
yeah,
exactly.
Open your world, and then I don't know. Afterwards, did you just get yourself a program and start playing around with it?
It took me a couple years. That was in high school when I heard that song.
Oh, okay.
And like that's when I started hearing Flying Lotus too and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The King.
Oh, yeah.
And and then like first year of college I got Machine.
Okay.
And I messed with that for a couple years.
Nice.
It was a good intro program, so.
Yeah. I see.
It was cool.
Yeah. In school, you're studying music too?
No, I'm actually doing electrical engineering.
Okay.
It's fun. I like math.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could. I don't know. Like I feel like math could like somehow you could utilize that skill in music too, right? Especially in electronic music.
Yeah, it's like it's not really like writing things down and actually doing math, but I feel like there's a huge influence, and I don't know how.
Yeah.
But I know there's like an influence of like physics and math and chemistry and whatever.
Yeah.
Especially in naming a few of the songs, that always helps. Because
Wow.
there's some cool names in the books and stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. No, it's cool. And then, so yeah, you got into Fly Low, and what are some other artists that you were into at the time?
In middle school, I really liked rap, and a lot of my friends didn't. So like, and like, my parents weren't like too hyped on rap, so I would just keep it to myself. And like, I was listening to like Nelly and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, whatever journey you go on through music, if you hit rap, you will find out about Jay Dilla.
Yeah.
And like, that's how I found out about Flying Lotus.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Oh no, the question.
I was tying it up somehow.
Oh, it's okay. Like it was tying it up, but yeah, I was just saying like what artists were you listening to at the time when you were getting into just like Flylo and stuff.
Oh yeah, and then like after you find out about Flylo, it's like all the Brain Feeder dudes.
Yeah.
So like I was getting into Sam I Am and like Matthew David. Matthew David is like one of my favorite artists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Thundercat and all that too.
Thundercat, yeah, he's great.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like those what I'm really impressed about Brain Feeder is the fact that they not only, harvest electronic musician, but somebody like Kamasi Washington, who's an incredible, jazz musician and
Yeah, that like the epic.
Yeah.
That album is crazy.
Yeah. I
want to get the record, but like those like box set vinyls are always like super expensive.
Oh yeah, it just turns into like a prized possession after that. You just gonna have it shelved and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I have a bunch of those where I'm like, I mean, I listen to them, but I just look at it mostly.
Yeah, vinyls are they're pretty. It's it's just like fun to just collect and look at and just like show off to your friends, like look this color,
Exactly.
What I mean, limited edition,
It's like check out what I got.
Yeah, only 500 pressed, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's something about those limited pressing that you just want to get at, but like you just want to keep it there, like you just want to shelf it. But
totally.
I mean, as I look like in this room, you have so much vinyl. Oh, Shlomo, yeah, Chris was talking about him a lot. And yeah. But when did you start collecting records? Because I know I feel like since you do a lot of sampling, these are pretty essential, right, for you?
Oh yeah, I think like a couple months after I got Machine, I was like, I want to get a record player now, because you always see all the like legendary producers like chopping up records and stuff. So I was like, dang, I need to get going on that because I'm sick of getting stuff from YouTube.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, there's something natural about like grabbing a sample from the vinyl than from just some MP3 that's just streaming out there, right? Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. No,
and like the pops and the warmth behind it, it's like it makes you feel something a little differently.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Yeah. So what's this because now that you have this new. You released your end project sometimes in January this year, but now you're working on a new stuff, just like how you're consistently working on music.
Oh yeah.
What's this new project like? What's the inspiration behind this so far? Is this like something aside from the emotional thing that you were going through, like from the last project?
Oh, the new one I'm working on.
Yeah.
Oh, this concept's. There's an album I'm working on right now called Numb.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it's like the numb. I've been using the word numb a lot lately because I think it's weird because I have this like maturing feeling with a lot of situations, like just normal stuff, life stuff, and like the older I get, I'm like the less I feel about certain things.
Okay, yeah.
And like I'm always bummed when I like say that because it kind of sucks, but it's just kind of like it's about me dealing with not being able to feel the emotion that I thought I would.
Right.
It's kind of like you're numb to something, and yeah, it's like the best music I've ever made, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear your stuff then. But no, what you're saying is true though. Like when you come to, you say you're 24, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think it was around 23 when I started realizing that the time is moving a lot faster than usual, right? Because I feel like by that time your mind pretty much realizes that, oh wow, I pretty much experienced everything that I have to experience, or not necessarily everything, but
but like day to day normal, like
the day to day stuff. So like certain things that you considered fun, let's say like way back in the day as a kid, of course, like at this age, like you're not going to really feel that anymore,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not like the first time you ever had a hamburger.
Yeah. Those like life-changing moments that you forget about later. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But like But to me, I feel like what keeps us going with that, you know, especially for somebody who loves music, is, you know, it's music. I don't know. It's something that's very encouraging, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. Actually, yeah, I didn't realize that really big Flying Lotus poster until you said it. Like,
yeah.
from like the side, I thought it was. I for some reason, I don't know why, I thought it was like MLK or something like that.
I could see that though.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of. It's almost like almost like a civil rights black and white photo.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I can see that.
Have you ever met him before?
Yeah.
Fly Low. Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, you have.
I mean, it wasn't like we're having like
buddy.
a crazy conversation, but when he, you know, have you heard his album Until the Quiet Comes?
Yeah.
I got like the double LP version of that with like a crazy cover, and like, a lot of the dudes that make like beats and stuff have like amoeba.
Yeah.
Performances like a couple days after the album comes out.
Yeah.
And I took it there, and I was like such a fanboy. I was like, oh, like holding my record, like waiting in line, and then I opened it and he signed it, and like,
oh, okay,
it was really cool. Like just to be able to meet him, like, or like see him in the flesh, like that close.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
No, he's extremely talented. That's the only word that I can think of, you know. Yeah, because some stuff, even the one before the Until the Quiet Comes, Cosmo
Grandma?
Yeah, Cosmo Grandma. Yeah. First time I heard that, I was like, what is this? Is it free jazz, or is it like electronic music? But yeah, I don't know. His mind just comes from like elsewhere, and it's amazing what he does. You know?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Like Cosmo Grandma, I was like, damn, this dude, I don't even know what he thinks, but he's very talented.
Yeah, I actually do have a signed vinyl copy of the one after that, the You're Dead.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't go to Amoeba, but I had my friends go for me.
Oh,
dude,
dude,
I had to sign it and stuff.
Sometimes you have to do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, because and you know, now look at where he is. You know, he's worked with Herbie Hancock and, you know, Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that. You know, so.
I know, and he's only going up from here.
Yeah, you know.
It's really cool. He's a great dude.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'd love to go see his shows. But oh, by the way, I wanted to ask. This is a question that I ask on every show, of course, if you've listened to it before. But what's one of the most memorable shows that you've ever been to? Like, it could be both DIY or venue.
Oh. Two come to mind, but I'll tell you.
You could say both of them.
Say both?
Yeah, if you want.
Because one of them was DIY, and the other one is. Have you heard of Deep Medi music?
No, I don't think so.
It's a record label, and they do. This guy named Mala started it, and it's like UK dubstep sort of stuff. And Dirty Merlin actually got me super into him and like all the Deep Medi stuff, and they came to the US for their like 10-year anniversary tour.
Oh, nice.
And I've never heard or felt bass like that in my life. It was just the coolest. Like, I think those are my favorite shows now, because it's kind of like, it kind of breaks down people's ego. There's like, they turn off all the lights, and it's just loud bass and music, and like no one can see each other, so you kind of feel like you're just in your own little show, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, I highly recommend going to like a DIY. It's not really DIY at that venue, but any dubstep show, if you ever have a chance, like,
yeah,
it's definitely like an experience. Yeah.
I see. So this is like a dubstep show, you said? Like the one that you went to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like, it's not really like, you know how American dubstep is like, wow, like really like squealy, and this is just really low end with like fat drums on top, and that pretty much floored me for shows. And then the DIY one, me and Dirty Merlin actually have the same birthday.
Oh, okay.
So we had a birthday show a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And it was just Grn+Gld, everyone playing, and it was super fun.
Nice, man.
Yeah. because you're just hanging out with all your friends and listening to each other's music, and like that's the best thing I could think of for a birthday party. Yeah. For me, so.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to see your show yet because I know that you're currently working on new music right now. But what is a Floods show like?
I've actually kind of taken from like the dubstep culture of like I like it to be really dark.
Yeah.
And I wear a it's behind your head. It's like on top of that shoebox, that little like white linen thing.
Oh, that okay.
I bought that so I could like wear a sweatshirt and just have like a white blank face.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of felt like that was a good thing for it because if it's dark and like there's just no face to look at, you don't really have anything to pay attention to except pure sound.
Yeah.
And like I don't want to make it about me. I want to make it about what you're gonna feel through like what I make.
Right.
You know, so that's what I try to like. I just stay quiet and try to portray myself through like sound and bass too. I try to get it pretty heavy.
Nice, but you're still able to see everything that's going on, right?
Oh yeah. Like that thing, I made sure I could see like my 404 and stuff through it. So
there you go. Yeah. You put your glasses over it too, or like is it kind of like?
No, surprisingly, I don't like. I can pull it off without the glasses somehow.
Oh, that's cool. It works out then.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, where did you come up with that name? Floods, but with the S, right? It's Floods.
Yeah, plural. Yeah, like, because I was Dripping Gems before. Oh, that was my first name.
I was about to ask because I think I've seen Dripping Gems named somewhere in the Grn+Gld section, but like I wasn't really too sure of who it was. Mm-hmm. So that was your previous name then?
Yeah. We still have to like change all that on the website and stuff. But,
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that for a while, and then recently, like, all the like people that believe in like rocks and energy and stuff.
Yeah.
Like nothing against that. You can I believe in what makes you happy, but like it just wasn't like I felt like Dripping Gems would be like closely related to that.
Yeah.
And like I wouldn't care if I believed in it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And like I just felt like I should change it. And there's this label in Oregon called Dropping Gems.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, both those things I was just kind of like, fuck. Like, I need to...
Yeah.
I need to, like... So, I've always thought of Floods ever since I started making music, though.
Yeah, okay.
And it really, like, hit me. I was like, I should do that because, like, I like to, like... There's parts in my tracks where, like, everything hits super hard.
Yeah.
All at once, and it's like a flood of emotion, kind of.
Okay.
So I was just like, it makes sense to me. I'm just gonna do it. Like,
there you go.
Yeah, I pulled the trigger on it, and like, I think that was like a year ago now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Have you ever been involved in an actual flood before?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I guess with the rain recently.
Yeah.
But no, I've never been.
Okay, yeah, that's good. No, that's a good thing. I'm not saying that you have to experience.
Oh no, yeah. That sounds terrifying. I feel bad for anyone that has. No one deserves that.
Yeah. No, I mean it's cool that you have this really different aspect on live shows. About this whole not only putting on a linen, but it's about. It seems like it has to be about everybody, not just about somebody on a pedestal or anything like that.
Totally.
So I think that's really cool. But and I was kind of interested in knowing what do you think is the most important aspect of live shows, especially for like somebody who's doing electronic music? Because Chris and I, we were talking about that like on a when I did the podcast episode with him.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how how do you feel about. Do you think people are just out there just like clicking play, pressing play, or like do you think people are actually out there really, putting on a show,
performing,
performing,
Yeah.
So, want to know what do you think is like the most important aspect for any electronic musician who wants to play a show,
Yeah. I remember that, and I remember what Chris said, and like I halfway agree with him.
Yeah.
Actually, like 3/4, because the last quarter, if someone's DJing, I can understand, because me and Benny have talked about that, and like some people that DJ just want their tracks to come out exactly how they made them.
Right.
But like with people like Shlomo and like even Chris too, like they like to use loops and like drum loops and play guitar and stuff.
Yeah.
And dude, like I'm totally down for both, but I do think it's kind of important to see people be active on stage, and I mean with DJing you can like, you know, like groove to what you're playing or whatever, but if you're playing an instrument, that's just even better.
Right. Yeah.
But I support both, but I personally I like seeing performance too, along with like good sound. Like sound is really important to me, because of those dubstep shows again, dude. Like they're so like, they just like fine tune everything, and I'm like, damn, I want to play on something like that so bad. Like, but yeah. So it's like performance is cool, but I get why other people like do like just mix tracks too. You know?
It helps people like to move too, definitely. Like I think there are different audiences, like, you know, that's out there that's there to like watch a performance like that, but also like some people really enjoys that, like just like mix by mix, you know, like where like, you know, track by track, where it keeps everybody just moving, and then, you know, like and it's kind of more of the energy just becomes like the important aspect of like the whole show. So,
totally.
I'm still trying to imagine that dubstep show that you went to, because the bass must have been pretty crazy, like,
dude,
according to what you said.
It like, it's a must. Like if you ever have a chance, like it's because they really realize that like they have these the subs they use. It's like they're like, oh no, like you can hear it, but we want you to feel it. Yeah. Mostly. And they totally make sure you do. I love it. Yeah. And everyone's so cool. Like it's such like it's not like a really small community, but everyone there is just like, yeah, we're all here to listen to stuff.
Yeah, right.
That's what a show is, you know. Like there's no contest.
How far are you done with your current album right now, the new album?
I have, it's going to be like 18 tracks, and I have 5 of them just like completely, like I'm totally satisfied with, like I can listen to them fully and be like, okay, that makes sense. And then like the other 13, I'm arranging some of them still, and still adding like little maybe like a couple drum sounds or synths, but they're all like, I just need to arrange most of them. Okay. And then try to send it off to labels, hopefully try to get on something.
Oh wow. Yeah. No, because I saw that you guys well, as when I say you guys, this whole is Grn+Gld, you guys even put out like a compilation record too, so yeah, like on vinyl, right?
Yeah, I got some, these are boxes of them.
Nice. Yeah, you guys have it on.
Did you get one yet? Do you want one?
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten one yet, but yeah, sure, I'll love to get one too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it's cool because you guys actually have it on record stores and stuff too. So Fingerprints, I saw the post.
Yeah, I went in there and I was like, I'll try it.
Yeah,
I was already there. I was like, whatever, I'm gonna just see, and yeah, it worked out. So
nice, dude.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Definitely, dude. Yeah. And also so when you play your live shows, do you tend to like mix it with like a lot of different track kind of outside of like your material too, like, or is it mostly just kind of mix of your new and old stuff when you play it?
I try to keep it pretty new, just because like I get bored of hearing my old stuff on. Yeah. So Yeah, I try to play more new stuff.
No, okay.
I have an EMX like Chris too.
Yeah.
So like, that thing's always fun to bring because I'm always just making new stuff on that, just like messing around and whatever. And like on monitors, it's cool like hearing it, but
yeah.
At Case Raw sometimes like the bass hits super hard.
Yeah.
So that thing's always fun. You're like, oh man, I wonder how good it's gonna sound. That one I just made. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it turns into an experiment, huh? Like you just play at a venue, like, and you just don't expect the sound to be like that, or. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
It's really cool.
Yeah. No, that's really awesome. Yeah, no, so I definitely need to go see your show, but also, I have a Green and Gold question.
Yeah.
When you guys, because I know you guys do.
I'll talk about that as long as you want.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
When you joined Green and Gold, like, did you have an opportunity to like collaborate with like a lot of your members too, like in terms of making music? Like, did you ever get an opportunity where they'll critique it and like, you know, to help you like improve on your upcoming project and stuff?
That happened before I was even in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 'Cause like I was a fan before.
Oh, you were? Okay.
And 'cause like I heard Dirty Merlin's FYDB.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally met him, it was kind of like, oh shit, like this is him, you know, like kind of like a starstruck sort of thing. But as embarrassing as that is, but yeah, and then he moved to Long Beach like shortly after I met him.
Oh, okay.
So I went over to his house and like we made a beat together and I showed him some stuff and he was like, oh, maybe you should try like this. And that's when I saw a complete 180 in my music.
Wow.
Like the stuff I was making before was like bad. I hate it. Whenever I hear it, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
Well,
but
everybody has that moment.
You know? Yeah, but yeah, and then I started showing like Chris the tracks I was working on, like after I got like Benny's kind of viewpoint on everything.
Yeah. And
Chris's viewpoint, and like, and I still like I look up to Chris as a musician, and like just dude, because I saw him first when he played at the EMX. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. And
the fact, like, what I heard, I was just like, this dude is so good. And ever since then, like even now, Chris will show me stuff, and I'm like, how do you even like do that?
Right.
You know, like how did you even think? Like it's just he will always be like one of my main like go-to dudes, and everybody in Green and Gold, like I don't know, it's all like Chipmunk. I always go to him for stuff, and like Benny and Lobo and Evan, Cicero, just everybody. It's sick.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. Yeah. Chris is he's one hell of a performer, huh?
He's a monster.
Yeah. He's definitely like, I can see like why you look up to him, and also like same with Benny too. So you said you found Benny's or Dirty Merlin's music before you even met him. Like how did you even encounter that? Was that like a recommendation, or like you just randomly found it on Bandcamp, or?
It was actually so my friend Robert, he goes by Cannabo. He makes beats and stuff too, and like I met him through my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And he lives over in Stanton, and like it's not too far from here, so like I started hanging out with him and like just collaborating on stuff.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, like, have you ever heard this dude? And it was Calva 1. He's in Green and Gold too.
Okay.
And it was a song Calva made called Tim Burton.
Uh-huh.
And he showed it to me, and then I was like, oh dude, this dude's tight, like what? And then he told me that he's in Green and Gold, and then I just kind of did my research after I heard of Green and Gold, and I mean, if you look into Grn+Gld, Benny will pop up for sure. So
right, yeah,
and then that's how I found out about everybody.
Oh, okay, and then from there, well, it's Mystic, huh? And then you end up in that part of the collective. So.
Yeah, it's a dream come true. It's what I've wanted out of music is like a bunch of friends that just like make music together, and like not even like make music, like if I have problems with like being sad or depressed or like whatever it is in life, like I can go to Benny and be like, dude, like I don't feel good, and he'll listen to me.
Yeah.
And like I'll do that for any of them anytime, because we're all like it's a friendship and a collaboration,
It's like a family too,
Yeah. Oh, dude, like that's second family for sure.
Yeah, it's like you definitely need to get that have that emotional support, even in music too, so that or else like how do you even like continue, what I mean? Like,
yeah, because you could just keep getting more and more like sad or whatever you're feeling, and if you're by yourself, you're just stuck, and you're like, what do I even do?
Yeah.
Like
last thing you want to do is beat yourself down, So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's really, really cool, man. No, I whenever I see you guys together, it's I just see you guys really jive and like really get along. So like I feel like that's what helps you guys continue to make really cool music and put on really great show that everybody loves. So no, it's really really nice to see that. Now, before I wrap this interview up, I wanted to ask you a very important question. I wanted to ask you to pick a track that you want to play for this show. And what would you like to pick?
I'll pick the song that really made me feel like I started making the music I want to make. Okay. And it's on Issues.
Uh-huh.
And it's a third track. It's called Tense Nights Under the Stars. That one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you. First of all, thank you very much for being a part of this interview. And
oh, no, dude, I'm honored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan too, so thank you.
No, I'm honored to, be able to interview you too. So here it is. Thank you. That was Floods. If you want to listen to more of his music, I put his Bandcamp link in the description box below. More episodes will be coming, so don't forget to subscribe, follow, and like my channel. My name is Kazu, and I'll see you next time on Large K Podcast. Peace, bitches!